매력적인 입술 네가 내게 말을 걸 때마다 내 기분은 higher Girl what's your desire 내 심장은 paradise You're beautiful girl can't you see 다들 너를 질투해 걱정 마 girl can't you see 내 눈엔 늘 완벽해 Won't you call me when you get this? Yeah, 뭐 나도 내게 미워.
Hey, welcome back to Class Culture. How is your Sunday? Mine is great. I'll see you later tonight. We're going to do the haul later because I'm looking at everything. I got the studio set up. We're ready to go. Welcome back to today's word. Yes, we're going to talk about solidarity. We're going to go around the corner to talk about it and then come back and just look it right in the eye because it's, I like to wrap things up in a bow, in a bag, a basket, because you can have a lot of conversations about solidarity and at the end of the day feel like you really have you've talked a lot and didn't say nothing, right? But really honestly you have. And it's okay to talk about strife and pain and struggle and hurt and hate. But that's not what we do in Class Culture. We keep it real, keep it 100 and talk about what it is. What it is, you know. And it's, for me, it's about solidarity. So Jeremiah 22:3, we'll get to that. This is going to be heavy on visuals. We have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Google words we're going to put in there. We're going to look at 1, 2, 3, 4 Webbies. I think there's another one in there somewhere. Yeah, we'll figure it out. And you know me, I'll scrub it and make it look good for you. Welcome back to Class Culture. If you're new here, thank you for being here. Please subscribe. It's easy. There's the red button. Red means stop, right? When you're driving in your car. Green means go. Hit it and come on in. Okay? Thank you very much. Subscribe, join, like, and share. Yes, join the membership, please, and thank you. A lot of my videos, I'm feeling very comfortable now, Hearts of Gold, knowing that a lot of my videos are going to go straight to private. That it is what it is. You deserve that, VIPs. You're in the clique. With the C. Yeah, I didn't want to mess that one up. There was too many K's up in there. I said, no, ma'am. Okay. So welcome new subscribers. Thank you. As you can see, we do lots of things over here. I have whole playlists that people just come, hit that, and they bounce, you know, and that's fantastic. Thank you. Shout out to the replay crew, our internationals, our incognegros. All of us matter. The reason why I started this, because somebody out there ain't doing what they're supposed to be doing. Plus, it don't feed Gigi. I want to do this so you can, vibe with me, how I look at things. And that's original. That's only how I can give it. Nobody can give it like me. Okay, this is the house to go, and it is what it is. So yeah, let's talk about it. Now you may know these verses, or scriptures, however you want to call it. You may be a Christian or may not. That's what this is about too. You don't have to be. I'm a Taoist. Obviously, I know Christians. I studied theology. Obviously, I know about religion. You know, liturgy or whatever, however you want to look at it, academic or, the homeless person in the street. It hurts your heart seeing them, and you want to give them some hope, him or her, for that matter, right? That's how I look at it, and that's how I'm happy with how this is coming around. I'll share this over on the community tab, boardroom, and I'll always attach the playlist. So we don't do the B word over here. There's no such thing as bored, okay? So yeah, you'll be able to click these videos. You'll be able to talk to your family, child, boss, a lover, preacher, pimper, pauper, or whatever, okay? Because this is a conversation, and that's what I like to do. So thank you for being here today. Let's keep it 100. So yeah, we have lots of pictures. Let's just hit the pictures first, the words, the webbies, and then I'll go from there. Because you know me, I it's a lot going on in the world, and I like order and structure, not necessarily control. I want it to make sense for you, the viewer. Okay, now I'm gonna hide me. You don't need to see me. When you think of, yes, I can't help it. When you think of solidarity, I am an African American woman. This is what I think of when what is solidarity? There is no follower, there is no leader, there is a group, there is cohesion, there's purpose, there's hard work, there's, women, we give birth to planet Earth. We're working with the planet. We get our sustenance from the planet. We live on the planet. We return back to the planet. You know what I mean? This is what I think when I think of solidarity. Working together. And there are no enslaved people. There's nothing wrong with farm work. There's nothing wrong with crops or growing things. It's how people are treated, sharing the bounty. These women are dressed fabulously. Nobody's got raggedy clothes on. I pray that I'll come in close. I have to feel comfortable that you can hear me and see me. Come on. Come on. Here we go. That's solidarity. This is June, the last days of June 2021. It's about pride, jubilee, peace, solidarity. Now, I'll continue doing my word. I know that's, sorry, I like to prop my feet up on this chair and it be squeaking, and that ain't cool. Okay. Now, I'm also doing, I did just a 4-part little series on African proverbs. So yeah, that will exist as a playlist, but that's going to end today. It's the last weekend in June. This was a great historical June for emancipation, solidarity, everything. Coming together, coming out of the pandemic. Families are joining back with one another. Now you're looking at each other in eyes that you didn't have before, because it's all so different now. Now you know who you can count on. Now you know who's who. Now you know who can keep it real. Now you know who can, you can get into a fisticuff, a squabble with, but you can have we can still, let's squabble until we get it right. Okay. So yeah, it don't have to get so disrespectful. It doesn't have to get spiteful, harmful, illegal, painful. It don't have to go there. You can get all nasty, kiki, a gag, and a drag, and still emerge. Oh, you be all right. Yeah, you got me, I got you. Okay, get the fuck. Oh, I wasn't supposed to catch. But anyway, get on with it. Okay. But now I see you, you see me, we see each other. Okay. Solidarity. Now this might be mother, daughter, aunt, sisters, neighbors, co-worker. We don't know. But that's not the point. they're all going in the right direction. They're doing the same thing. They all look beautiful in their clothes. Nobody's enslaved. Everybody's going to share. That's what I think as an African American woman, what solidarity is. Now take what they're doing, all their actions, corporate world, family, stranger. You know, if somebody's starving, you got 2 apples. If I'm walking down, you know, San Francisco and I see, first I ask, some of them are rude as hell. I said, would you like an apple? And they say, yeah, I'll give it to them. You know, that's it for today, but don't follow me, you know, that type of thing. But yeah, I'm not going to walk up to the crazy ones. No. But yeah, I know when it's time for me to practice what I'm preaching. You know what I mean? I know how to demonstrate it. It's okay to go to church and read, but how did you demonstrate it today? How will you demonstrate it tomorrow? Sometimes you don't even know. It just happens. If you saw a little old lady fall down, you put your stuff down and you go pick her up. And are you okay? Here's a bottle of water. You know, that's what I'm talking about. And that's how I demonstrate it. I'm not going to become a priest. I'm not going to become a pastor. I'm not squeaky clean. I curse. I like it, and I don't care. You know that. But I can participate how I want to. If I needed to get in that line and do what they're doing, I would be the 4th one and watch them until I learned how to be maybe the leader. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's beautiful to me. Yeah, it's gonna be a long one. I knew it was gonna be long. I'm not trying to get emotional or nothing, but it's facts, right? It's beautiful and it's factual. Yeah, I'm gonna organize myself as we speak. So thank you for your patience. Now you take that picture. Oh, that was a nasty little squeak. You take that picture, and you pair it with this. Same thing, different culture, different continent. Yeah, now that I know you can hear me and see me. Yeah. If you are not, let me get it, child. You know, I need my glasses. Okay. I don't know what that means. If you are not, you're not something, pay attention. But I get what they're saying. Okay. Respect existence. Oh, yeah. Respect existence or expect resistance. Oh, I love that, right? Love it. Oh, I guess that sign means if you are not talking, you're not paying attention. Or if you're not listening, you're not paying attention. Interesting. I don't know what the picture is. Anyway, no, I'm not. That's not my focus, Deirdre. We are humans, not targets. Yes. African people were targets in the slavery trade. We were targets in hate, harm, Jim Crow. We were targets being enslaved in America. We were targets in not fairness, just targets. We're over it. We're not taking it more. We are not our ancestors. We are not our ancestors. No, we will fuck you up. Yeah, if we don't get peace, you ain't. You don't get to sleep at night either. Why? Because we are Americans. We are your fellow Americans. So those women marching in order or just walking back to, share their bounty, these women are the same. They're in a different environment, but these women are standing together saying the same thing. We are on the same path. Okay? Anybody can see those women working together. They respect that. They know it. You don't even have to speak their language or be from that culture. You know what these words mean. It's the same thing. Do what we say because this is our right. And then you can also take it all the way back to the Bible and solidarity. Now, why are these people up in an uproar? Well, there's something happening, right? Well, yeah, let's talk about that. So, yeah, it's a beautiful picture, too. I love it. See, it's going to be so, fingers crossed. I was telling my family, yeah, I expect to stay in San Francisco for another year because the pandemic knocked us all off our purchase, right? But before the pandemic, I got on 6 months of good old nasty, protests in the streets and people getting together and people out in front of City Hall having good old fashioned, debates, and it's just rallies. San Francisco's fantastic, but it's a pandemic. So all of that is going to come back. So you'll get to see a little of it, even if I have to come back and visit the city wherever we, settle. I'll still include that here on my platform because it's beautiful to see it working. Like the Pride parade will come back. All of that good stuff will come back. I'm totally into the Battle of the Bay baseball series on TV right now. It's coming back. We're coming back, okay? My great day, family day yesterday. 4th of July is coming. I have to do jury duty. Unless I was going to be in Atlanta. I'm coming, y'all. I'm coming. I got to do this civil duty and all that stuff. But yeah. But to me, that's the same thing. She's talking to you. You will respect me. We are humans, not targets. Don't disrupt. What if somebody came and bothered those, ladies on the way home after their harvest and disrupted it and targeted them and stole from them and snatched their clothes off and fondled them and raped? Well, no, leave it alone. Think solidarity. You don't even have to think rights or bad or illegal. Think, no, I would never do that. How about I help them? I'm a man, go help them. And maybe you'll eat that night on your way somewhere else. That's what it's about. Yes, we are humans, not targets. So yeah, that was a good one. I like the visuals. I do. So let's put that away. You saw the backsplash. That's what I want to call it. My backsplash. I like words. We are in this together. One more time. We all are in this together. They say we're all in this together. But yeah, it's the same thing. With the hands. I love that because that's a nod back to the beautiful paintings found in the caves and the art part of the ancients. So yeah, I even like this one, and we're going to go to this website. It's perfect. Isn't it? All hands together. It's all about love, solidarity, right? I like that one too. Okay, so I just wanted to get a cute little shout out. You'll see that in a minute. But yeah, okay, let me close these. Let me put them where they belong. There. Yes, there. And thank you so much for being here. It's a lot of fun and a lot of focus, however we can do it. Sometimes everyone in the group is not as strong as you are. Well, guess what? Your strength is there to help them. Did you know that? Yeah. If you have 4 people and one just maybe they can't even see, then you go stand next to them. It is not your purpose to harm, abuse, or degrade. That's cool, right? Yeah, welcome. Welcome to class culture. So, yeah, you join in solidarity with that person, right? And then guess what will happen? Because nature is awesome. You'll find out that, oh, this person has a whole apple tree in their backyard. So every time Deirdre checks in and helps this person, or when they go out and do their marching and their rallying, they got that extra apple for Gigi. See, it just happens. It's natural. It's beautiful when you're in harmony. Okay, so what's next? And I'm going to save that one for last. Let's get into the word of it, the lexicon of the situation. Okay, so I know you know these words. Welcome to our internationals. But guess what? We're welcoming them as well. So the word pride. Again, I bet you I could quiz all of y'all, give $100, or that would be the prize for the correct definition, and you wouldn't be able to win it. Sorry. So yeah, here. What pride means. You know, I'm not here to say, oh, you can't say it right, or you don't talk good. No, let's go over it together. I'm reading it too. It's being, you know, stamped on my, you know, psyche, soul, right? Memory, purpose. You have to refresh yourself as well. I'm talking to you. You know, I'm not, you know, let's just say above. No, I'm reading it out loud. We're doing it together. So yeah, what pride means: a reasonable and justifiable feeling of being worthwhile, self-respect, a feeling of feeling better than others. Okay. A sense of pleasure that comes from some act or possession. Parents take pride in their children's progress. Someone or something that makes someone proud. That car is my pride and joy that they worked hard. Okay, so that's what it's about. Now it's shout out to our it's Pride Month, right? Gay pride or LGBT pride is the promotion of the self-affirmation, dignity, equality, and increased visibility of lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender. And we all know there's a lot. It's alphabet soup. It's a lot. We already did a video. We're not negating you or ignoring you. We're just moving on with the subject. LGBT people as a social group, pride as opposed to shame and social stigma. Yeah, we're not having it no more. Solidarity. Just shut up. So, you know, is the predominant outlook that bolsters most LGBT rights movements. Very good, right? It mirrors. For me, it's a mirror. It's not a big deal. But for others, we know. Tell them to open up their Bible. You can use that for this too. Just kind of slip it in so they can pay attention. And if they're just the type of person that doesn't want to hear it, then you need to drop them off your radar. That's what I say. So let's also talk about Jubilee, because it's also Emancipation. You know, Juneteenth. I use the whole month. I don't know about you. So let's talk about that, because I think I put in the title Pride and Jubilee. Shout out to the San Francisco Library. I put over in the community board in real time. Shout out to the future. I see you, boo. Thank you for being here. Great discussion on music and stuff. So, and music often comes out of struggle, right? The name Jubilee is primarily a female name of Hebrew origin that means joy. Okay? So, pride and joy. Get it? Mm-hmm. Celebration. The word Jubilee comes from the Hebrew word Yobel, which is a trumpet made from the ram's horn. So remember in the Ten Commandments when Joshua got up there, you know, and that was the Yobel, which is Jubilee, joy. Okay? So I wanted to share this with you. Please enjoy your research. I needed to open it up with that. Okay. So let's talk about solidarity, and then we'll talk about which one should I do first. Okay, let's do first. We're going to do racism in the Bible, Willie Lynch speech, and solidarity. So I took it back. Okay, so let me come back here. So racism in the Bible, and people are like gasping right now. I'm like, and solidarity in the Bible. Did I say that? So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm just making sure I'm doing this correctly for you guys. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, I'm missing one. Yeah, I'm missing this one. You know how we roll over here. We're just chill. I'm gonna copy that. Oh, I forgot to look at the word solidarity. That's what it was. Edit, paste. So let me put that right behind Jubilee. Because what's the point in all the fighting and the fussing? Well, the calm, the peace, the tranquility, the joy, the togetherness, the community, right? But that's what I forgot to open up. Sorry, not sorry. We're going to do this nice and easy. And I spell words wrong all the time. I'm not shy at all. So just relax. Mm-hmm. Yeah, solidarity-ing. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. So here we go. Can you see it? Nope. Okay. All right. I'm keeping the banner up there. Here, I'll pull this up a little so you can see it. Yep, that's good enough for me. All right. And shout out to Poland. My family lives in Poland. I have Polish relatives. And I have to tell you a short story right here. During our courtship, my husband, we were packing my books and things to move, and he saw the book, with Lek, about Lek, and it was the book for him. I'm like, well, that was your version of Martin. Martin Luther King. Wallenza. I always say it wrong. Wallissa. I can't say his last name. I'll just call him Lek. But yeah, it was about solidarity and pride and oppression and growth and, deliverance. And for people who believe in the Bible verses, it was all about that. So it was what he saw in me, in my heart, in my soul. So yeah, that because some people don't see where they're trying to put it together. That's why I always tell people, just ask. I can tell you the story. But yeah, it was the book for him. Okay. Weklawisa. I can't say it. Okay, anyway. Solidarity, unity, agreement of feeling or action, especially among individuals with a common interest, mutual support within a group. An independent trade union movement in Poland that developed into a mass campaign or political change and inspired popular opposition to communist regimes among and across Europe during the 1980s. Beautiful, right? So yeah, enjoy your research. Okay, so back to the matter at hand. So what's the next thing we're going to look up? Racism in the Bible. Okay. Yeah, because, people just get tired. And yes, we're only human. Yes, we only live, let's just say, a span of 90 years. And it's just unfortunate things happen over and over again. Well, you have to set up your constitutions and your communities, whatever your culture is. It might not work everywhere. That's why I don't, spat on other people's wills and culture, because that works for them. It might not work for me, but okay, I get it. But when you find solidarity, it's magic. It's still a process, but it's working for me. I don't know about a lot of people, but you still got to follow the laws and the rules, and don't be, those women in that field. Ain't nobody offering them drugs. Ain't nobody drunk or smoking weed or high all day. They're out there working hard. You see what I'm saying? You can't mess up the formula of hard work and solidarity and community and culture. If that's who you are, you're the problem. And you're helping the oppressors. You're their content. Oh, look at that drug dealer over there. Look at that gang member over there. Look at that prostitute over there. Look at that ignoramus over there that doesn't listen to what Gigi's trying to tell you. No, I'm just kidding. But you know what I'm saying. That's on you. And we don't, IDC, I don't care anymore, because we're getting to a point and in time and history that all of that matters, and we're over it. Just get over it. Do the right thing. You will have a happier, healthier life. Drink yourself to death. It gets to the point where we're like, and I got to go to work in the morning. Okay, so what's the next thing? Racism in the Bible. Okay. Let's talk about it. And this is about what? A word. We're not here to keep it cute or shy away from any subject. No, sir, no, ma'am. Racism in the Bible. So here we go. All right. So when you look it up, you're going to get some other tags, and I'll take this away. You know, some other suggestions, some other searches. I didn't really go there, but have at it. On and on and on. I think sometimes when you bring subjects up, people go, well, that's not a thing. I'm like, are you okay? Do your fingers work? Use your nose. Something, a toe. Look it up. You're just late. I don't do lazy. I do not do lazy. Or if you were standing next to me and you would say, really? And I would say, okay, pull your phone out. We'll look at it together. I don't do for other people. Make them do it. You know, so good sources, NPR, Independent Tribune, you know, just look and see who's saying what. Okay. And then let's go to the news, right? So a week ago, 2 weeks ago, okay, a day ago, it's a lot going. It's drama. Beef is real. Okay. It's in there. Have at it. It's very passionate. There's lots of anger. Woo! Right? All right, so let me stop sharing that one. There's a lot going on. If you think what we do in the beef sector is rah-rah, you better take some vitamins. So, racism in the Bible. I know I have another one open. Here we go. So, here's the visuals, the images. Okay? You know, the words and things you can look up. Affirmations, suggestions, racism riots in the Bible. Okay? Bible verses on racism. Okay? That's not really, we know we're talking about, we could talk about that. But now, like I said, we're around the corner. We're not talking about solidarity, because what do you do after you point it out? Well, you look for a solution, and you vaporize it with your mental laser, and then you come together in solidarity. But here are some suggestions. I'll check these out myself later. Here, you can hear me taking the picture. Romans, Galatians, John, Acts. Is it Colossians? Matthew, Acts, Revelations, James, Romans. A lot of people have never read the Bible from cover to cover. It's very hard to do. Not that I ever attempted it, but maybe. When I was young, sorry, I'm picking at something. When I was young, someone challenged me to do something, and I did it. And 3 years later, they forgot they even challenged me to it. Maybe that'll be a nasty story time. But yeah, it's in there. Surprise! Yeah, it's there to teach us. Just say, don't do it. Don't do it. Work together. Solidarity. We are human. We need love. We need attention. We need nurturing. Man, woman, otherwise. We need it. It's a tool. And then, yeah, some people don't get it, but I get it. It's in there. Here's Martin. I have a dream, right? So yeah, there's a lot going on. I often it puzzles the hell out of me when I meet a person of African heritage, and they are so dense. That's a dark spot. And all you can keep doing is keep talking, keep demonstrating, keep keeping it 100 because it matters. And it shouldn't always matter just because somebody dies. Let's make it matter because somebody's alive. Because those same people out there protesting for a dead man they never met is being a disgusting individual towards somebody that they know. Oh, I said it. So yeah, all good stuff over here. Good visuals, feel good moments and imagery, and that's okay. Okay, so that's the purpose for me. All right, so here, let's go to the next thing. Now let's talk about solidarity in the Bible. Then we'll do Willie Lynch, and then we'll talk about the articles, and we'll go from there. Because a lot of people have not invested the time to look at it really honestly and be honest with themselves versus using it as a tool to be hateful. My mom and I used to have the conversation about the Willie Lynch speech, and we'll talk about that too. I said, is it a tool for us to be hateful? Is it a tool for us to stamp out? What is it now that you're saying, whether you believe it exists or not, now that you have brought it to light, what is it? Where's the apple to the giving it to the homeless man moment? Especially when you're mad at your own sister and brother, or when you're a gang banger and you're killing another black person. What's the point? Okay. Yeah, it's deep. So let's do solidarity in the Bible first. Right? Yeah, that I bring it. I take it there. I will turn around and look at you and go, okay, now what you gonna do? We looked up the word solidarity, right? See, I couldn't find it before. Now it's staring me in my face. So we did that. Oh, picture. It's okay. We can backtrack. So that's where I got the picture. The beautiful picture of the women. And solidarity meaning, global solidarity. There's a party. This is beautiful. That's a beautiful picture. It looks like the flag, doesn't it? Solidarity forever. If you ain't talking about somebody that don't look like you, you're not talking. It's easy to talk about somebody that looks like, talk with or stand with or be with or know, or always be surrounded by and with. That's not what solidarity means. That picture there is solidarity. Slogans and all this other stuff. So this is what I forgot to show you. But yeah, here is obviously, our movement against racism in America. And there's another picture. It's coming. It's coming. I think. Okay, here he is. Okay. In Poland. Okay. Stronger together. Oh, I like that one. Here, let me snatch that. You know how I do. A little nasty. Borrow. That's a borrow. Here, let me make sure it's on my screenshot. Yeah, it's on my, there, got it. Okay, cool. We're in it together. All right, so what's next? Cool, okay. If you've had personal situations, apply it. Talk about it. If you're alive, so I know you feel something. I know you know something. I know it matters to you. But what are you going to do about it? How do you approach it? You know what I'm saying? So what do people do? Problems, issues, strife, harm, social justice. They read the Bible. Not everybody. I'm just saying, just calm down. This is about a word. It's about the Bible. It's not about religion. It's not even about spirituality. We're just having discussion because of the month of June 2021. So when you put in solidarity in the Bible, this is what came up. Okay, I was like, oh, okay. So let's check it out. Solidarity corresponds to the sense of being one body that Paul describes in his first letter to the Corinthians. Communities gathered together by the Holy Spirit experience this kind of organic unity, a readiness to prioritize love for one another over personal fear and ambition. That is like the best. It's boom. Yeah, you're gonna go out in the field. You're gonna put on your cuteness. You're talking. It's community. It's socializing, and then they go out in the field and they work, and then they all come back. It's an abundance, and then at night the tribe does their evening feast, dance, storytelling, taking care of each other, and self-care, self-love, attention, joy, and then they go to sleep and they do it again. It's the readiness to prioritize love, to garden, to go to the store, to cook, to clean, to take care of each other. That's love for one another over personal fear. I'm going to do this for you because I love you. I think when people don't do things that they know they should be doing, it is fear. And it's greed and ambition. So this was the good part of that. So enjoy your research more. And when I say enjoy your research, I mean you will go and look it up yourself. And then you'll go in another direction, or you'll read all of that instead of just what I'm hitting on. So yeah, enjoy. Let me see. What's the next thing? And then we'll look at the actual scripture. I'm making sure, I don't want to mess it up. Okay, here we go. So here you'll get more inspirational Bible verses about community, Bible verse about gathering together, Bible verses about church and unity, because I am there. I am there where I'm looking at a human being. And if I feel like my mind is just curious about your culture because you do look different, then I'll go there. Otherwise, we are all just human beings. I'm not a crayon. I'm not a color. I'm not. So here are more verses. Here is something over here. I don't know if you can see it. You'll be able to see it when you look it up in images, when you put in solidarity in the Bible. Jesus replied, "Who is my mother? Who are my brothers?" Then he looked at those around him and said, "Look, these are my mother and brothers. Anyone who does God's will is my brother and sister and mother." And that's Mark 3:33. Okay, but we're going to be talking about another one. But I just wanted to share and show because it's cool, right? I mean, you can go the opposite. You can say, "No, ma'am," but guess what? You're still a human, and you still have to abide by the rules and the laws, and you still have to be decent, and you still have to be good to one another. Whether you choose to do it, it's up to you. You are probably dying of some illness because nature's trying to take you away. Oh, I said it. Bible verses about friendship, church, family, Ephesians. Make it happen. Make it happen. You can do it. It's super easy. Okay. So yeah, now I want to do, let's say, before we do the willing lynch, because we have Black Excellence, Quote Cosmos, Distractify. Yeah, let's talk about Willie Lynch. And we can intertwine. We grown here. We grown. You know how I move. You know how I move. Let's talk about the Willie Lynch speech. Because here you have the Bible and lots of verses and lots of positive affirmations, lots of research to look up the subject and talk about it. All right. But you also have other detractors. You have negativity. You have mean. You have liars. You have people who instigate falsehoods that cause strife, right? So here is one. Here's an example. And then I'll tell you about, what me and my mom used to talk about. Okay, and I think that's oh no, well, let's do Jeremiah after this. That's right. Jeremiah, right. Okay, I'm sorry, that man rocks my boat. I like him. A lot of people don't like him. I do. Not that he could, he don't have to be in control of nothing, but he cracks me up. Jeremiah Wright. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put. We're not gonna look up Jeremiah Wright. We're gonna look up Jeremiah the verse. Yeah. Woo! He caused a lot of issues. He sure did. Okay. So when you put in Willie Lynch speech, you're gonna get everything. Put it. Let me talk to you before we go into it. But put it in a stack of research stuff or a page in your journal. Look at everything, then don't just go on the first thing. Don't go on what the opposition said, or don't just look for all the people that look like you. No, figure it out for yourself, because what it means to you, I guarantee you it's going to be something different for me. Okay, so let's discuss it. For people who have not, I could have did a whole show on this. I choose not to. We are in the season of Pride, Hope, Jubilee, and Solidarity. So I'm really not pointing the finger at anybody. I don't have time. I don't want to. Mm-hmm. Willie Lynch speech. You'll get this. Okay. You'll get lots of Wikipedia, lots of news. We're going to I looked at this Baltimore Sun. It was interesting, but I didn't include it here. You're going to get a zillion videos on YouTube. It's real. Okay. Let me see. I don't think that's one of our webbies. I read that one. Freeman Institute. I read it, but I'm not going to feature it here. I don't think I am I? Nope, but it's there. Yeah, I'm going to start doing that more too. Just letting you know what other things I read. But look at it and figure out what it is. What is it, Gigi? Okay, let's look at it together. Okay. All right. Now, my mother could not be convinced it did not exist. Yeah, you can have disagreements with your own mother, obviously, right? Scholars have since proven not that it's a myth that it didn't exist, but it wasn't a thing. Okay. However, everything in it, to me, it's almost like somebody had wrote a script or a speech for someone to deliver, and it never got delivered. Well, we really didn't need it. We had horrible slavery and Jim Crow. It was already a thing. But the topics in the letter and the matter are what's more important than the actual letter, relic. If it's out there, somebody go get it and find it. And then I'll say, wow, look at this, announcement, breaking news. But there's a lot of strife among the Black community, whether it exists or not. If it was like part of a book, somebody got a hold of it and wanted to spread it and start some stuff, well, they did that. But it also is important to, it's very infamous. It's also important to know there were enough actual things happening that even if it is a myth or it never existed. So if it was a book and a chapter in a book, great. It's good commentary. because the words still have validity. But all that back and forth, whether it was a real person and all that other stuff, I don't have time. Because we know there were other things going on. You know, that it has been referred to in lecture, literature, film, and people still talk about it to this day. So I will never enter into the argument whether it exists or not, because if somebody wants to hold on to it, whether it exists without actually seeing it, that's on you. But we can still talk about the topics in it. Okay? And it's supposed to be 40 figures in the air, how slavers controlled the Africans. Okay? The Willie Lynch letter, the making of a slave. So, but scholars have debunked it over and over and over again, and it's the words they use, the time he existed, this person with that name didn't correlate with the time that the letter happened. Okay, I think it's just a mental fuck is what it is. And it's almost the same as when somebody discriminates you against you on a daily basis, whether it's a slight, whether it's not getting a job, whether it's a manager getting on your nerves at work because they're racist. That's the Willie Lynch letter for me. Okay, I'm not going to sit around looking for a piece of paper. I'm not doing it. But yeah, there's lots of good things, lots of bad things, lots of hate, lots of argument, lots of debate. That's okay. I cannot do it. I can't. We have enough horrors like this, you know, proof of hate and harm like that. We have enough of that. So I'm not going to fight over whether, you know, we have enough of that disgustingness there to worry about a letter. But I get it. Okay? I get it. Am I going to read it in fullness? We'll get to an article. We'll see. Because my thing is, why repeat something that doesn't exist? But I get it. It's like, was there really a man called Jim Crow? No. But we know what Jim Crow is. So that's what Willie Lynch means for me. Okay? So yeah, you can look. There's Kanye talking over here. You know, everyone refers to it, but they ain't never showed nothing. Okay? So yeah, I get it. I get it. I get why it was important for some people to use it. It might have been even sort of something shared amongst, you know, the racist, and then it got out. You know what I mean? But yeah, there's a picture. I think this picture, because of the history of photography and all that other stuff, because I swear, people forget about the people who chose to stay. Even though they were free, they chose to stay and continue their work they knew. I do not look down on them. It's just other people are like, I'm out of here. I suspect this picture was taken after emancipation. And they were still doing the work. You know what I mean? But it's unfortunate. But yeah, here are some more images. Okay, but see, to me, that's not a solidarity. It's against the law. It's against human existence, because that's the difference. That's the opposite of the three ladies in the field. See what I'm saying? So yeah, that's all I can say about that. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. There's so much more than what people want to use it for. So much more in the lane of solidarity. Okay. Here, Lyndon Johnson says, I'll tell you what's at the bottom of it. If you can convince, the lowest white man that he's better than the best colored man, he won't notice you're picking his pocket. Hell, give him somebody to look down on, and he'll even empty his pockets for you. Very true. Very smart, very true. Like he said, if you can convince that homeless man on the streets of San Francisco that he's better than me, he'll hold on to that, even though it's bullshit. Very smart man. And he was responsible for signing the Civil Rights Act. I'm sure if Kennedy had survived his brutal murder, he would have signed it as well. So thank goodness he did. It's a very interesting part of history. People think he didn't have to be Abraham Lincoln to make it happen. He had the rights, the rules of the land, the legal, let's just say, no, he wasn't an attorney, was he? He had the smarts to know that it was the right thing to do. And in solidarity, right? That's what he did. Because he was like, no, we're not going to have, no, it's been 100 years. Let's get over it. That's where I land on it. So forget Willie Lynch's speech, Gigi said. I like Lyndon Johnson's speech. It's talking about the matter at hand. Okay? And yes, they use words like colored. It's just very antiquated. But anyway. Next. Let's look at Jeremiah. Yeah, this is important because it's going to go back and forth. And I wanted to start here. God sees hearts. God don't even have any eyeballs. How about that? Oh, I said it. He's in our soul. Okay. Relax. You know what I mean? We're looking at faces, but he sees our heart. That's what I do as well. I don't care what you look like. What's in your heart? That's all that matters to Gigi. Okay? Now Jeremiah, and then we'll go elsewhere in the other webbies that I'm going to put up. But here it is. Thus said the Lord. Okay? And see, even if I'm Taoist, that doesn't bother me. I feel like people get mad because, it talks about God and the Lord. Well, just put, there says the homeless man, whatever. If the words are wise, who cares? Okay. There saith the Lord, execute ye judgment and righteousness, and deliver the spoil out of the hand of the oppressor, and do no wrong, and do no violence to the stranger. I hate it when people say, I don't know them. I don't know her. I don't care about him. You a demon. Okay. The fatherless nor the walk by, shut up, go away. But don't put your tongue on it and think you're, exempt. So let me read that again. Thus saith the Lord, execute ye judgment and righteousness, and deliver the spoil out of the hand of the oppressor, and do no wrong, do no violence to the stranger, the fatherless, nor the widow, neither shed innocent blood in this place. Don't do it. Don't do it. And that's what I want to talk about. Yeah, just don't do it. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whatever the struggle, whatever the rally, whatever the situation. If I'm walking down the lonely road and you're a crazed person, you're gonna get what you're gonna get. But if you have common sense, don't do it. It's wrong. I don't care what you worship or have allegiance to, or what language you're talking about. If I'm walking down the street in the middle of any country, I don't want anybody coming up hitting me because I don't have a scarf on my head. I ain't from here. Get out of here. I don't believe what you believe in. And everything, all the three, quoting fingers in the air, great religions, largest ones, this is their foundation, right? So why are we having conversation over conversation over conversation? I don't need all that. Here it is. It's already said, written, black and white. Stop. I do not, you guys. I do not enable. I don't go around and round in circles. Done. Something wrong with you if you can't keep track. If you can't be nice 365 days, straight days in a row, then you'll get used to it. It's not my problem that you can't figure it out. Okay? So here, that's what it's about. And in solidarity and injustice, as in IN space justice, the pursuit of justice. It's about solidarity. I mean, I don't have to know you to say that don't do that. Okay? Well, if you want to know everybody on planet Earth, go have fun. That's delayed thinking. Sorry, I'm way above that. Yeah, you don't have to know somebody to do the right thing. No, it's ridiculous. I mean, honestly, right? So let me organize my desktop before we go into our webs. Thank you for being here. I like it. It matters to me. I like the subject matter. It brightens my day. It makes me feel better. And I hope you feel the same way. I really do. Okay, here we go. Everything is nice and clean and neat. Clean as you go, just like you're in your kitchen, child. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, let's we're done with the words. I think that's enough. You get it. I brought it home. I could end it right now, but we got 1, 2, 3, 4 webbies. Everything is down below. Let me copy this. So as soon as I make this live, you have it. My hearts of gold. Okay? So let's do it. What's the first one I want to look at? Let's do Black Lives Matter quotes, Bible verses in solidarity with Black lives. Okay? I'm just looking because I got a lot of stuff open on here. Distractify. See, I didn't, yeah, I did. I saved it. Okay. Great picture. When the pandemic is over, we all can exercise our right to protest. That is, to me, if you've never been in a protest, you have missed out living. It is so much fun. It's number one, it's a gathering. Number two, you feel like you got, especially when you're in front of a Capitol, you feel like you got it off your chest. It feels great. I used to serve on a union board when I worked for a county, and I first was chosen as a board member at large, and I became the secretary. So yeah, it feels fantastic. When growing up in Detroit, Michigan, when my mom was an activist, you know, I helped out with phone banks, with picket signs. I don't know if y'all still call it picket signs or whatever. The reason why it's called picket sign is because of the railing they would attach the sign to. They're just holding them here, as in a picket fence. So that's where that came from, picket sign. But anyway, they just hold them, make them and hold them and come on down and join the walk. It's so much fun. So yeah, I'll do a couple. Cops are modern day lynchers. Okay, the system thrives on racial oppression. And they all have the right to feel this. I'd rather have you doing this. Stop. If you know somebody that's a gang member in your family, that's delayed, lame, dumb, horrible. I don't like you. You know this person is wrong. Stop. Don't talk about nobody else on planet Earth till you clean up your own. Okay, I got that out. Okay, so Bible verses in solidarity with Black Lives Matter. This was written a year ago, obviously. Okay, we live out the love of God justly by publicly saying Black Lives Matter. That's beautiful, right? That's the part that I was discussing earlier. How do you demonstrate it? What is your deed? That's the apple to the homeless man. That's the third lady in the line holding up her part of the bounty, doing her hard work, right? And they talk about George Floyd and Breonna Taylor. So let's move on. Here's some more. Okay. It's fun. See, there's more than one type of person. That's what I'm talking about. Equality, freedom is freedom. Murder is murder. Black Lives Matter. You know, this is good stuff. Here they get into the quotes. I don't know why these pictures come up. They get on my nerves. Blessed are those, the Beatitudes, right? Blessed are those who have regard for the weak. The Lord delivers them in times of trouble. I don't think that's the Beatitudes. But anyway, it's just blessed. I like saying blessed be. Shout out to all of my witch, wizard, and fairy friends. Yeah. This is what the Lord says. Be fair-minded and just. Do what is right. Help those who have been robbed. Rescue them from their oppressors. Quit your evil deeds. Do not mistreat foreigners, orphans, and widows. Stop murdering the innocent. Jeremiah 22:3. So, you know, everybody has different versions of it. Look at him having fun. Okay. Our desire is not that others might be relieved while we are hard pressed, but that there might be equality. Yeah, because you can't worry all day long. I'm going and having fun next weekend. I know there's a homeless mother running away from an oppressor and got a big knot on her head, but she's in the homeless shelter because my tax dollars built it. But I'm not going to not go have fun. You know what I'm saying? At present time, your plenty will supply what they need. Boom. So that in turn, their plenty will supply what you need. Boom. That's my good deed. The goal is equality. Boom. Corinthians. Okay, so go on. I mean, all of this is good stuff. I can't read all of it. No, don't even try to make me. Okay. Great visuals. The Lord is a shelter for the oppressed, a refuge in times of trouble. Okay. So it goes on and on. This is a really great website. It's fun. After the pandemic, we'll all get to do our American duty and protest more and more. It's fun. What? These child, I look up everything and I get attacked by ads, I swear. So other good stuff, enjoy. Okay. And yes, he got 22 years. That's enough for me. Sorry, not sorry. I don't. That's enough. He ain't getting out, y'all. It's okay. Relax. Okay. I think they do that sometimes just to irk you. Okay, we'll see you in probationary court, and then he'll get another 22. So just relax. If that's all the judge could give him, that's all they could give him. Just that ain't commentary for me. And he gone. Okay. So that was one, and let me put these in order because I will get so confused if I don't. So thank you for your patience. I'm gonna cut that. Put these in order just to make sure I'm doing right by you. Okay, so what's next? So we got 3 more, right? All right. Let me see. Bible verses about solidarity. Solidarity means ending racism, and then the Willie Lynch letter, and then my commentary on it. Yeah, that's what I want to do. So quotes Cosmos, right? Yeah, I got that one. It's clean. Shout out to Mother. This place is so much fun, and it's so crazy, and it's so organic. I get my whole life. Okay. Yeah, you don't need to see me here, and I'll take this away. Okay. All right. Solidarity, Bible verses, King James Version. There's lots of versions. This one was cool because it says the words of Jesus are in red. So you can look up whatever you want to look up. Over here you have a whole popular topics in the Bible, a whole list of words. All you have to do is click on them. Shout out to our internationals. Welcome to Class Culture. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the page. I appreciate you. So here, most search Bible verses, meanings, translations. Because think about it, you guys. They just by me putting it in a package, they can come to this one video and get all this good information. Verse of the day, quotes, Holy Bible, concordance, whatever, soldier verses, solitude verses. Sorry, tongue twisters. Soldiers verses, solitude verses. Okay, so here's solidarity verses. I guess this is soldiers was before solidarity, and solitude is after. So that's cool. This is a great tool, right? Okay, all right. So Galatians, there is neither Jew nor Greek. There is neither bond nor free. There is either male nor female. Am I reading this right? Let me say it again. Slow down, Deirdre. There is neither Jew nor Greek. There is neither bond nor free. There is neither male nor female. For ye all one in Christ. Yes. Right? Forget all that other stuff. It doesn't matter. I don't care. If we're not talking about sex, I don't care what your gender is. If we're just trying to gather food for that day, none of that stuff matters. Let's go. Let's do it. In solidarity. Take care of each other. Somebody has a gimpy leg, they can't come. They're back there sweeping the huts or something. You know what I mean? Everybody's in together, solidarity. I'm mad because they can't come. They can't come. They might get eaten by the lion. I'll feel bad, right? So the next one is Corinthians, for by one Spirit are we all baptized into one body, whether we be Jews or Gentiles. That's why Jewish people need to cut that out. And trust me, when I come up along and I'm married to a big gigantic Jew, okay, I'm like, shut that down. And then he'll be like, yeah, that don't sound right. It ain't right. It's right here. Because it doesn't matter who you are. You ain't special. You don't have a right to anything. You're supposed to work in solidarity. That's the point. If you're stronger, then take some of that strength and do the right thing, right? So it doesn't matter here whether we are Jews or Gentiles, whether we bond or we are in bondage, meaning whether you're a slave or the slaver, enslaved or the oppressor, and have all made to drink into one Spirit. Okay? We're all baptized in the one body, and we're all meant to partake into the one Spirit. Okay? It's already there. I don't need article after article. I don't care. I don't want to hear it no more. I'm out. This is enough for me, baby. What you gonna do? Quoting fingers in the air, Christians, show up to the pearly gates with a file cabinet of your speeches and your thing. No, this is the only book, according to you, that they got. And he looking at you going, number 13. But now in Jesus Christ, ye who sometimes were far off are made nigh in the blood of Christ. Is that you? They don't want to hear all that other stuff. Right? Be careful. And then number 14, for he is our peace, who hath made both one and hath broken down the middle wall of partition between us. Get rid of it. Solidarity. Cut it out. Yeah, I'm trying not to curse while I do Bible verses, but I can. I don't care. I don't feel away. Okay? It's out of respect for you, my listener, my subscriber, and my VIP. Thank you. For through him, we both have access by one Spirit unto the Father. We all got it. So you cannot separate. Just get over it. All right, so what's the next thing? Okay. So we're going to do the solidarity, and then we're going to do the Black excellence. Okay, yeah. Just making sure. Okay. Then we're going to bring it home. Yeah, this is a little bit longer, but it's okay. It's here. It's a part of the channel. It's a part of who I am. I'm happy to bring these to you, and you can keep it forever and ever. So here, development and peace, because we in America have a lot going on, but other countries have a lot going on. You know, I grew up in Michigan. Canada's like my neighbor. It is what it is. So I thought this was cool. So solidarity means ending racism, and this is Montreal. So that's where I showed you the picture, and here they were talking about COVID and all the other stuff. But I like Canadians because they have a way, of getting to the point. Don't be long-winded when you're talking about strife. Really, honestly, they're suffering. They ain't got time. Somebody mad, you're not gonna let me walk up to you and have a discussion. No, I'm in a parade. I'm shouting. I gotta pick a sign. Move. Move. Okay, we ain't got time for all that. So here they talk about we are one human family, and every person has an inherent dignity that must be respected. You ain't getting away with acting cray-cray. Get out of here. And you're a whole adult. I'm going to take this pencil and stick you in the eyeball. I swear. Okay. No, they don't say that. That was Gigi. But systematic racism and inequalities are rooted in economic and social models. Yes. That's why you should be out there protesting, doing the right things, taking your part, volunteering. Volunteering is so important. Maybe I'll do a video on volunteering. Let me write that down. See what happens. That's why I always say wait for it, because I don't know what's going to happen sometimes. And here's more other things. But yeah, they get it. It's not just Americans. Don't be like, oh, we would pull something up in French, Spanish, Italy. We're all humans. Here it says we must challenge the dominant paradigms, okay, that govern social. Yeah, keep them on the right track, okay. Then the next one says to combat social, economic, political, and cultural exclusion, we must reinforce democratic processes that are based on participation, equality, and social justice. That's why I love living in San Francisco. I really don't have to worry about a lot. I really don't. I feel I own these streets. You know what I mean? And this is my dominion, and that's how it should be, right? So it feels good. I'm glad I grew up near Canada, you guys, because I can tell the difference. Like when people meet me, like getting along with people, traveling. We went to Montreal all the time. Toronto was my mom's favorite, but we went to Montreal like 5 times, even before I graduated from high school. And I was used to interacting with international people, whether they spoke English or not. So for me, it's like, oh, okay, that's right, Deirdre. They don't have that experience, so I have to be mindful. You know, when I see images like this, for me, I see my childhood, I see my upbringing, I see my everyday people on the street. I see that, whereas other communities have they got an issue. It's interesting to me, but then when I explain that, they go, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I grew up in Detroit, Michigan prior to 1983. I always have to put that out there because it's a shame now. That's why I live in San Francisco. This is what Detroit would have looked like had it survived, thrived, and kept the automobile industry going. Yeah. But anyway, shout out to Detroit. Hopefully you'll survive. But this is what I'm used to. My dad worked with everyone. We were related to everyone. We had neighbors that were other cultures. It was all together. We were one. I never really ran into nonsense. Honest, I'm being honest. I heard things, of course, But I never really ran into nonsense until really my 30s. And it was almost like somebody felt like it was their purpose and reason. Oh, let's get this one because they don't get it. No, I'm not supposed to get it. And then when I would give it back to them, they would shrink. Or I would just tell some people, let's go have this in so-and-so's office. And I would go and so, no. And I would be in their office. And next thing you know, that person was in that manager's office getting their arse handed to them. What? Are you okay? Are you okay? I'm a whole veteran of 2 branches of the military. You will not. I'm the one, even prior to meeting my second husband, I knew who Lech Walesa was. I knew Martin Luther King. I knew all the struggles all the way back to the Bible. I knew all of that. You're the ignoramus, and I am here to teach you. Welcome to the world of Gigi. Yeah, so this is normal for me. I don't get it. And no one else will be able to. You will never survive on this planet thinking otherwise. It just don't work, does it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. It's okay. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. Yeah. All right. So last but not least, let's talk about Willie Lynch. I respect if you feel like that piece of paper exists, but no one has seen it. No one has excavated it in some archaeological thing. It is what it is. But the matter at hand is the purpose, I think, versus whether it. I ain't seen it yet. That's all I'm saying. So let's talk about it. Reasons to believe the Willie Lynch letter is a myth. BlackExcellence.com. They're not saying racism is a myth. They're just saying this piece of paper is. I'll just pretend like it was a play, and I'm with you. Or it was a part of a chapter in a book that was going to be written and didn't get published or something, just in case the Civil War went the other way. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm not that hooked up on it. But I'm not going to leave it out of the conversation because we're all talking about solidarity. If a whole president of the United States signed a Civil Rights Act, then he can understand it too. And he said it in his own words. So he got it too. Mm-hmm. Many historians believe the Willie Lynch letter is a hoax. Here's why. One of the critical indicators of how untrue the Lynch letter has to do with the lexicon's choice. So they're looking at it from an academic point of view. And this is good. We don't want it to exist. That's the conversation me and my mom would get to. I'm like, do you want it to be true or not? I don't want it to be true because it's horrible what's in there. But think about it, you guys. She was born in the 20s, grew up through the 30s, 40s, 50s, and on and on and on. For her, that was like, what? And we would go back and forth. But after a while, after she was like, well, okay. But that's what it said. Well, yeah, it said it because Black people treat each other terribly. That's why it latched on. What's the point of you marching for George Floyd? Then you go home with black, brown, purple, whatever crayon color you want to call each other and hate on each other. I don't want it to exist. And until you find it, then okay. So this is a great website, Black Excellence, community, business, entertainment, history, YouTube, and a store. So let's continue. One of the critical indicators of how untrue the Lynch letter has to do with the lexicon's choice. The words, the period in view falls under the early 18th century where the Elizabethan, English was the prevalent manner of expression, but the choice of words in the Lynch letter fit the 19th century modern English language. Everyone, Black, white, otherwise, have looked at this. You do your research. We can debate it later. Controversial words in Willie Lynch's letter means It referred to foolproof refueling, indoctrination, but these are words that were introduced into the American lexicon in the 20th century. So it's like a forgery. It's horrible. It's mean. It's disgusting. We're in 2021. It's going to be okay. You still got enough time to enjoy some sunlight on a Sunday, which I am. Do something happy. Don't focus on something that didn't exist, that's harmful. It's causing a fight between a mommy and a daughter. That's what it wanted to do. And I wouldn't let it. And we came to the agreement. Yeah, you're right. It's like, look at us talking about something that doesn't exist. We got enough real things that are terrible. We need to march in solidarity for. I'm not going to focus on that. Get over it. I mean, I didn't say that to my mommy, but yeah. But this is good. You can either come on either side. I'll still respect your American right of speech. But this is where I fall. I don't want it to exist. It's horrible. Okay? And I'm not reading it. No, I've decided. You can read it. I'm not reading it. If I have to do a show on it, and have somebody else read it, they can do it. I ain't reading it. Therefore, there is no way Lynch could be using these words in the 18th century. Refueling came into the English dictionary in 1811. So that was good. They debunked it. I'm on the side of that. Okay. In the first paragraph, Lynch referred to the word program. Lynch promised that ancient Romans would envy us if my program was implemented, as at the time it was allegedly used. The term referred to a written notice used during theatrical events. It took until 1837 for program to take on the meaning ascribed to it today. So there's no way, right? In the third paragraph, Lynch used the word outline in the phrase, give an outline of action. Although the word outline existed barely 5 decades to the time of the event, the meaning was not the same. The word had no relation to steps to follow, but concerns making a sketch, like an outline, a picture. Shout out to Fashion Fridays. We're going to talk about sketch. The current definition of the outline came into existence in 1759. Characterization. Lynch sounded more out of touch with the times in certain aspects of the letter. For example, when he repeatedly referred to slaves, it would have been more appropriate to use Negroes, because that was the term used for the slaves in the times under review. In the letter, Lynch typified, or used B in the uppercase when referred to blacks. He must have been living way ahead of his times, because the word never referred to African Americans or blacks as an ethnic nationality until 2 centuries afterwards. They killed it. So this is just my way of saying here nicely and walking away slowly and quietly. But they killed it. They like, no way. So it goes on and on and on, you guys. So I'll let you enjoy it. Yeah, there are lots of arguments, trust me. And I ain't going. I don't want it to exist. F it. Now here it talks about, at the bottom, famous black scholars in the lowercase b. If that's what, I mean, it is. I get it. But I don't refer to it. I don't subscribe. Famous black scholars, activists, and writers from the past and present. Not one of them referred to the letter, you guys. Not Frederick Douglass, not Booker T. Washington, not, is that Oleda Equiano, okay? I'm gonna have to look that up. We'll look it up together. None of them refer to it. Sorry. If Frederick Douglass didn't refer to it, sorry. Did Willie Lynch ever exist? They found somebody named that, but no, I ain't going. So you can read the rest. We're gonna look at this together. Oh, good. It's still the same website. Getting Off the Sidewalk of Life: 3 Centuries of Black Greatness. What is all of this? So that's Booker T. Okay, here he is. Okay. Oleda Equiano. Is that Spanish? Nice, right? Ooh, you know, yeah. Shh, don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. Just, here it is. Here. Okay. He was a slave who lived under over 2 centuries ago. Against all odds, he worked hard to buy his freedom and was notable for his literary works and the abolitionist, right? Did I say that right? Abolitionist movement. His books became a bestseller and okay, we're gonna have to do a story on a young child. You wait, Booker. You wait your turn. Let me write his name down. See, that's how you learn. Yeah, everybody wasn't in the field. Sorry, not sorry. And Africa was still working. Okay. There were still those women in the field doing their things, being free, wasn't kidnapped and enslaved. They were still get out. So I don't know why people don't think. You have to do your DNA. You have to think as the planet as a globe and not a continent. Grow up. But here, let's talk about him some more. So he was smart. He wrote books and they were bestsellers. And he was what? Protesting, rallying, picket signing at that time. He joined the abolitionist movement to abolish slavery. His books became a bestseller and attracted public opinion regarding the plight of the Black community, even in the high courts of England, in a time when it was more or less a crime to be Black. Equiano got off the sidewalk of life and made a statement against slavery. Yes, so this is Booker T. Wash. So that's how I wanted to end it. I'm not talking about that thing over there. I ain't doing it. Right, Booker? Mm-hmm. He agrees with me. So there's Oprah and our forever president, Barack Obama. Okay, that's excellent. We're going to end on that. Mm-hmm. And I have a picture over here. Yeah, that's something else. Thank you, Hearts of Gold. Yeah, it's about solidarity, isn't it? We already have what we need. I do. I welcome you to embrace it because it's easy and it's happier and it's funner-ing. Oh, yeah. Get over it. Thank you, Hearts of Gold. Thank you, Class Culture. You mean everything to me. I have so much fun. Every Sunday. Yeah, I'm going to keep doing these because every Sunday it feels good. It feels natural. I might do it just for a year. I'm not going to do it like for the next 10 years. But because it's important to me, I do think of it. I think of when Sundays come around, I think of my relatives that do attend church, are Christian. Of course, you think of it. So why not just have a word? Thank you so much. If you're new here, please go ahead and subscribe. I have a good time talking about whatever you want to talk about. If you want to go on over there and join me at Twitter, I had fun on Twitter today. I had a little fun on Instagram today. Please join both of those. You can find those over on my information page. My VIPs are the click instead of the shit. You get it? We are the click for VIP members only. Let me do that right now. We are the click. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much. We rock. And I'm gonna keep it 100. And yes, I do take donations. My let's just say my purpose and my focus for that is like new equipment, contests, just all of the little props that I use, you'll see coming up. So yes, Deirdre Helena Cash App, and Queen Charming on PayPal. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have anything you want me to talk about, just let me know in the comment section. And until next time, darlings. Bye.